Hello, you are tuning into the Black Political Buzz broadcast. And my name is Laurel. I am the host and the blogger behind the Black Political Buzz network. And I'm standing in front of, or actually behind, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Courthouse. I'm standing behind the Charlotte-Mecklenburg County Courthouse in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. And today's vlog is basically a thank you vlog or a thank you video to Maryland State Prosecutor Marilyn Mosby and the Mayor of the City of Baltimore, Mrs. Stephanie Rawlings-Blake. To both of these powerful women in politics, I want to say thank you. Thank you for making a difference in the criminal justice system in America. Thank you for standing up for those who are least fortunate, such as Mr. FREDDIE Gray, who was murdered by the Baltimore police, not the entire Baltimore Police Department, but just 6 rogue cops. Thank you for standing up for all the citizens of the state of Maryland and the city of Baltimore. It is time in this country for a change. We thought when we elected President Barack Obama Jr. that a change would come as it refers to the criminal justice system for all U.S. citizens, not just a few or not just select groups. However, that did not take place. We know that Barack Obama Jr. is not God. We did not expect him to be God. We did not expect him to just change everything with the snap of his finger. We know that he has to work with Congress to get things done. However, for 2 years, President Obama and the Democrats had control of both chambers of Congress and the White House, and nothing was done on criminal justice reform. Instead, the police departments across the nation were allowed to continue to brutalize and terrorize citizens, mainly African Americans, and therefore there was nothing that was done. In fact, I believe things got worse. I've never experienced the type of brutality against African Americans and the American black community that I've witnessed in the past 5 or 6 years in my lifetime. And I'm speaking of in my lifetime. Okay? So I thank God that now a change is coming. I'm not, and I want to clarify something here. I'm not saying that President Obama didn't do anything to help the black community, because he did do some things, very, very minimal, but he did do some things to help us. But however, it was very, very minimal in comparison to what he did for the gay community, in comparison what he did for white women, in comparison what he did for immigrants. And by the way, I am not homophobic, I am not racist, and I am not against any groups of human beings. I'm just stating a fact that he did very little for the black American community, who put him in office in 2008 and re-elected him in 2012 in comparison to other groups of voters. So today I want to say thank you to Maryland State Prosecutor Marilyn Mosby, who is married to a Baltimore City Councilman. And I want to say thank you to the Mayor of Baltimore, Stephanie Rawlings-Blake, for having the courage and the boldness to stand up to stand up for justice and to do what's right in the face of adversity, in the face of what's not deemed as popular. They still had the courage and the backbone to do what was right, regardless of the criticism they received from the mainstream media and from even from some of their colleagues and friends and maybe family members as well. They stood their ground and they did what was right. Now, today, 6 Baltimore police officers were charged with manslaughter and second-degree murder for the murder and death of FREDDIE Gray, Mr. FREDDIE Gray, 25 years of age. He was illegally arrested and killed on April 12th, but his death was not announced until April 19th of 2015. That's just another travesty and tragedy in 21st century America. And the list goes on and on. We have Freddie Gray, we have Walter Scott, we have Eric Garner, we have Tamir Rice, we have Eric Harris, we have Sean Bell. There are so many. Trayvon Martin. There's so many names. Tony Robinson. The list goes on and on of police brutality in the U.S. 21st century at that. But thank God for these two powerful, courageous black women who stood their ground and said, I'm going to not be a part of the status quo. I'm going to look out for all constituents in the state of Maryland and in the city of Baltimore. I applaud these two women. And I just pray and ask God to bless them and give them more wisdom and favor to continue on in their struggle to make a difference in this nation. Not be bought and sold by big money from unions or big money from special interest groups, but to be a beacon of light, a beacon of justice for all human beings who were created in God's image. So with that, I just want to say again, and I can't say it enough, thank you, Mayor Rawlings-Blake. Thank you, Maryland State Prosecutor Marilyn Mosby. God bless you both. I wish we had more politicians like you two ladies in office. I wish that our men politicians, our men in public office had the backbone to stand up for Black America. Because every other group, every other ethnic group is getting something, but we're not. Our votes are valuable and our lives are valuable. So thank you again for standing up, not just for Freddie Gray, but for all the other black men and boys who were terrorized and brutalized and murdered, their civil rights violated, and treated as if they were not human beings, as if they were animals. Freddie Gray was not an animal. He was a human being. Tamir Rice was a human being. Tony Robinson was a human being. Walter Scott was a human being. Eric Garner was a human being. Sean Bell was a human being. Trayvon Martin was a human being. Black lives matter. All human lives matter. Thank you again, and God bless you, Mayor Rawlings-Blake and Maryland State Prosecutor Marilyn Mosby. Goodbye.